Hey, all over today. What's happening with it? I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of getting spoiled to having 3 monitors, but that is no longer my lifestyle. Not a fan. I'll get back to it one day though. I'm sure of it. Let's see, are we good?
Well, Cuphead and his pal Bugman, they like to roll the dice.
So,
Chance they came on Devil's Game and
unfortunately, I have to let this rock every single time.
prize. Pay the price. And now they're fighting for their lives on a mission fraught with dread. And if they proceed but don't succeed, well, the devil will take their heads.
Alright, now I have not done a stream of a PC game in months. I've pretty much been exclusively streaming console games lately. You know, Elden Ring, well, I have it on console, and then Batman, and I've played a lot of Spider-Man, and like Uncharted, and Horizon, and shit like that. I realized I haven't streamed a game off a PC in a long, long time. And I thought I'd go ahead and bring that back, because I have a new PC that's significantly better, but my internet does not seem to want me to do such things. This is also loud as shit. Turn that down a bit. So, like the title says, we're just gonna go through and we're gonna fight every single boss that is in the base game, because I still don't have the DLC. Ain't that some shit? My bitrate seems to be okay for now. So that's good, I guess. If you wanna go ahead and make yourself known in chat, that'd be lovely. We're gonna go ahead and look. I have an S on this fight. I've done this fight so many times. But let's go ahead and start in order. Give me the root pack. We're just gonna play on regular as well for the sake of getting through it as fast as possible. There are 19 bosses in this game, so we gotta I want it to be understood that that doesn't count. Okay? Nobody saw that. That did not happen. As I was going to say, I don't see any of the Inkwell Isle 1 bosses taking any more than one try. That is to say, I don't think I'm going to die against any of them. I may be very rusty, but this game's still not that hard. But yeah, there are 19 bosses in this game, and one of them takes fucking forever to deal with, so we're going to try to move as quickly as possible. Why am I ass? What the fuck? I also have no intention of ending stream until we're finished. This is the easiest phase. I've never been hit on this phase. I've seen it happen to some folks, though. Odd to me. This is very easy to deal with. Just bait it. Yeah. Yes, sir. And you should be dead off this one, right? Yeah. That one's very easy. Very easy. I mean, it's the first boss you're supposed to fight, so I would hope it's easy. I'm at 75 frames. I wonder if I can bring that up. I'm very curious to see. Let's turn VSync off. Now what can we do? That dropped it down significantly. Let's fight Ribby and Croaks. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. That's fine. Give me another one. I'm dumb. Wow. Holy shit. Don't worry, I still don't see myself dying to any of these guys. Alright. I know what I'm doing. What I really need is to get snakes. Let's get it. Easy. Easy peasy. Bull. That's the hardest one. Well, oh no, it's not. Tiger's actually the hardest one. You should die off this one, right? What did I just hit you with that super for? It's fine. He dies early into this one. Yeah. As early as possible, actually. Why is my bitrate like this? Is my internet just not good? Hold on. I want to see something. It should be better than what I'm getting right now. I don't really know what to do about that, but I guess we'll just soldier on and hope it gets better. Yeah. Let's go fight Goopy. Hey, Goopy. You're easy. I think. I always make the wrong decision. I always make the wrong decision in this situation. Let's get it. I don't know if any of those hit him. Now, this phase is extremely easy. Yeah. Goopy is just a very easy fight, if we're being totally honest. That's why I have an S rank on it. Let's go. Like I said, Goopy, very, very easy fight. Inkwell Isle 1, it's all light. It's really nothing. Let's go fight Hilda. And then we'll do Cagney, and that wraps up Inkwell Isle 1 already. Whoa, okay. Also, sorry if I don't commentate a whole lot while I do this run. It is a challenge run after all still, and while I do consider myself to be at least halfway decent at this game, I do still need to concentrate. Like, I make a lot of jokes, but Cuphead's not an easy game. Especially when you forget that, whoops, that's how you shrink. Yeah, you can do that. Oh, the lovers. I hate the lovers. The thing is, because I never know which way it's gonna... I never know which way it's gonna start going. So I pretty much always get hit by it. Well, that's fair that that gets to stay there. I might just kind of be ass at this game, for real. Maybe I've been bluffing this entire time. Now, this phase is also pretty easy. The only thing that you really have to worry about is the flying saucers at the top of the screen. But that's nothing too serious. Especially when you have 3 hit points like I do. Like, you'll probably... Whoops. You'll probably live long enough to... Yeah. To, like, not really have to worry about that. Bro. Alright. Now, we get to do Floral Fury, everyone's favorite. What the fuck? Hold up. I missed that this whole time. Anyway, we get to do Floral Fury, everybody's favorite song from this game for some reason. Not that it's not a banger, I just think that there are better songs in the game. This is like... But this is like the flagship Cuphead song, you know what I mean? I mean, it's deserved, you know? I won't say it's not. But I do have other preferences. Alright. Come the fuck on! There we go. Shouldn't last much longer. Yeah. I'm so sick nasty with it, for real. Like, you would think I made the game, you know? Alright. See, I'm allowing myself to feel cocky and be overly proud of myself now, because there are some bosses, even here in Inkwell Isle 2, that still give me a lot of trouble to this day. But as I said, none of the Inkwell Isle 1 bosses killed me. Let's go deal with Beppy first. Beppy's my least favorite in this world. So if I can deal with him first, it should make things easier for me all the way around. Let's get this duck. I wasn't looking, I was looking at the duck. This is fine. It's really... Do not worry about me. That's fine. Not a huge fan of this phase, but we deal, I guess. I just want to get the dogs out of the way. I don't really know what parrying the light at the beginning of the roller coaster actually does functionally. I always do it. It's just a thing. It's like it's pink, I gotta slap it unless I blow it up first. I don't, you know, that maybe didn't sound exactly the way I wanted it to. But that's fine, I think. Hey, Wanda. Fuck off! Gosh, I hate this fight so much. Like, I legitimately hate Beppy so much. Oh my goodness. Huh. It's not exactly setting a... Yeah, I was right. So, hopefully, we shouldn't be dropping frames or anything like that anymore. I know the stream kind of restarted, but... that's okay. That's okay with me. Everything's working, and that's what really matters. Alright, let's deal with... let's do Baroness von Bonbon real quick. I didn't expect to get Beppy on my first try. That actually makes me feel really good. Don't give me this fucking... I'm not fighting the cupcake, I'm sorry. I'm not fighting the cupcake. See? I would much rather have the Jawbreaker. He's a reasonable fella. And he goes down really... oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. He goes down really easily. I would like the gumball machine after this. Thank you very much. I like the gumball machine or the candy corn. I'll take the candy corn. Yeah, I'll take the candy corn. Alright. That's kind of embarrassing. What? The speed ran this bitch. What the fuck? Oh, my back. A minute 11. Most of that time, I think, was spent on her, her sugary henchman. I don't know what's gotten into me. I stood up and I was just... yo! I stood up and that was just all she wrote. 8 bosses down, 11 to go. Sorry, 7 bosses down, 12 to go. I don't know what's good with my math right now. Where's the pink one? There it is. I'm fine with taking a hit there. I didn't really want to take a second one, but that's fine. This phase is piss easy. Yeah. So you're up there. No problem whatsoever. You're up there. Say less. Yo! Watch this. I'm still gonna first try this fight. You're crazy if you think I'm not. Hey, bud. He didn't die. I shot him like 30 times and he didn't die. That's my first death so far. Jimmy's not crazy hard, though. I was just playing stupidly. Like, I don't know why I'm moving towards these things when they all seek. So I... Alright. Anyway, they all seek, so it's like, the one that I want will come to me. Which I guess that's just true about life, huh? The opportunity, the job, the whatever the thing is that you want in life will come to you. You just have to be patient and not behave recklessly. See, video games make great life coaches, and so do I. That'll be $49.99, please. Hey, bud. Die. Oh my gosh. The it's like they just don't want to die. This is the fake Cuphead. This turban also joins the fight. I think the turban stays around in the final phase if you play this fight on expert, which is really annoying. Ah, shit, I'm dumb. Hey. I don't think you're... Whoa! Anyway, like I was about to say, I don't think you're gonna do another full cycle. The fuck? Which one? Which one? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, I can see the writing on the wall. Damn. Alright. Oh, this is much better. Yo, this is so much easier. Holy shit. Wow. I forgot there even was a swords option. I didn't remember that being on regular. By the way, I've played this game a lot more on PlayStation than I have on PC. Especially much more recently. I don't know why I let that hit me. Especially much more recently. So, a lot of my progress and like the stuff that I remember comes from just like how much I put into my PS4 save. I've also thought about buying this game on Switch, but I don't play my Switch enough for that. And I just also don't think that the way that the buttons are designed on the Switch is really conducive to playing a game such as this, or like Devil May Cry, which is why I haven't played Devil May Cry 3 on Switch yet, even though I hear from a lot of people that that's the... I'm so fucking dumb. I hear from a lot of people that that's like the definitive way to play the game, and I believe them. I'm just not, you know, I don't think I'll ever know, personally. You missed. Yeah, that's not hard to deal with once you realize which one it is. Sometimes it does sneak up on me, though. So does that. Nice. 3 tries. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's fine. That's cool. Alright, so who's left? Wally Warbles and... Grim Matchstick. Ah, shit. Alright, come here, Wally. Grim's gonna be a tough one, I think. If we're being totally honest. So now it's 8 down, 11 to go. I was tripping before. I think the thing about Grim Matchstick is he doesn't feel like an Inkwell Isle 2 boss. He feels like he belongs in the third aisle. I gotta hit you in the face, yeah. Hold up. Hold up. This is really easy. I, oh my, what's with the cooldown on pressing A? It just didn't let me when I, there's a cooldown when you parry as a plane. Why am I just not realizing that? Yeah. Hold up. This phase is really easy to deal with. It's just annoying because of how long the stints are where you can't deal any damage. I don't know why I did that. Keep it a buck. I don't know why I did that. That's right, we're almost done. Whoa! Okay, that got a little closer than I really would have liked it to. Let's go ahead and knock that out real quick. This phase doesn't last all that long. Pretty easy to deal with. Slap! Slap! Boom! See? Easy, short phase. Wally Warbles is not a hard boss. It's just annoying more than anything. It also takes quite a while compared to a lot of the other ones, but hey. That is totally fine. No, there's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of time. Alright. Now, we go fight the bane of my existence. You're a matchstick. Well, actually the monkey from the King Dice fight is the bane of my existence, but we'll get there. I'm so fucking stupid. Sometimes I'm oh, I couldn't jump far enough. Everything's going wrong. I hate this fight. This should have been a flying level, honestly. Like, why is this not a plane fight? These little fire shits are the most annoying thing about this fight. You really have to be paying attention to the bottom of the screen. Alright. I wasn't fucking looking. You see, being totally honest with you, I would love any insight on what I could have possibly done to avoid that. Because on my screen, nothing I can do. But it's whatever. This fight's not hard. It's just really fucking annoying. What the fuck? I can't get that. If it's right above you, your odds of parrying it are so low. You're probably just going to get hit. And it's not worth it just to try to get the parry bonus, especially on a fight that you've already done. I don't know if I've ever gotten an A+ on it, though. I'm stupid. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're good. We had more time than I thought. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take one. Alright, let's get it. See, that one was a lot more fair because I had somewhere to land. It's a lot better when you can plant your fucking feet somewhere. No way I lose on this attempt though, right? There we go. Alright, 2 tries. Not bad. Not bad at all, I don't think. Especially for a fight that I really don't like. What is this that you're seeing? What do you... Interesting. Oh, that's... No, it's not. Anyway. Who's contacting there? 10 down, 9 to go. We're over halfway there. Isn't that something? Unfortunately, a lot of these fights really fucking suck. Like, this fight is just terrible. I'm sorry. There's no way around it. Why are there 2 fights like this back to back? Like, it's constantly moving and you have to keep jumping platforms. That's such a terrible thing to make there be 2 of back to back. I didn't like the last one. This is fine. I can deal with the beach ball. Bitch! Relax. I didn't think I'd die on rumor, that's for sure.
What?
I didn't think I'd die on rumor, that's for sure. Come on! Get in the stream, bro. What are you doing?
What?
Check your See, this is what happens when I'm trying to talk to y'all.
You're on stream right now?
Yes, you would know if you ever listened when I spoke to you. Goofy.
What do you mean? What message was I? What?
Open your snap. Goofster. Ooh! The thing that I hate most about these sages, this and fucking the dragon, Grim, you have a steez going, right? You got a plan, you have an idea. And then, whoops, you landed on a platform that wasn't there yet. You know how many parries have been robbed from me because of this stupid-ass design? It's so hard to get the full parry bonus. On the bright side, whoa! Yo, I'm the greatest gamer alive! Anyway.
All my homies right on the dragon.
Relax. But, on the bright side, we're all the way here in Inkwell Isle 3, and I've only died, what, 4 times? So that's cool. One of them is because the dragon's just such a son of a bitch. Ah, shit. I forgot about this part. Easy. This fight is easy. It's just not fun. That's honestly half the fights in this game. Is like it's not hard particularly. It's just also not very fun. There's a lot of bosses in this game I don't find difficult. Like, let's do Marine Corps. Why not? Werner Vermin.
Kingus.
This fight on paper, not difficult. But in execution, really fucking annoying. I haven't played the DLC yet, but I really hope that they learn from their whole approach of, like... Surely a bunch of things being on screen at the same time equals difficult, right? Like, not exactly. It can. Like, this phase is so mindless for real. Like, where's the difficulty? Here we are, final phase. I've taken no hits. I'm honestly not looking forward to dealing with Sally's stage play. That one's really annoying. I would consider that one to actually be challenging, though. Because that one has, like, unique mechanics, which is cool, I guess. I never took a hit. I don't think I'm, I'm gonna die. I don't think I've ever no damaged that fight. But I didn't parry enough. Would have had an A+. Doesn't matter. Alright, Brightening Beard, bring me your ass. We've only been doing this for 40 minutes and I'm already very close to being done. In theory, at least. I expect King Dice will take me like an hour by himself, just because like there are so many times that I'll just restart that fight because I just won't fight the monkey. What is up with my A? I know it seems like it's working just fine, but it's really not responding enough for how much I'm pressing it. Bitch. Slap. 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 Oh shit! I didn't think there was gonna be a fourth one. You got me. Slap. Slap. Oh my goodness. Things are not exactly going by design right now. I want to save my super for the final phase. Man, if I live that long... Yo! This is not... this is not what I need right now. Thank you. Holy shit. I didn't get any of that damage. Holy shit. Not like this. Boom! First try, I never had a doubt. Never had a doubt. I really am rusty as shit, though, at this game. A lot of these fights should not be coming as close as they are. But it's alright, because I'm literally him, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter for real. Do we fight Dr. Call's robot, or do we fight Cala Maria? Let's go do the robot first. The robot's tougher. I know there's folks out there that would disagree with that logic, but hey, I'm the one who's playing. Go for the laser first. Come the fuck on. That's so cheap. Alright. Whoa. Should be curtains for you, right?
I'm just learning that
Boom.
Sandstorm has mod support.
Du-du-du-du-du. Du-du-du-du-du.
Sandstorm.
Is it though? Is it the wrong Sandstorm? I just want a little bit of praise for how much of a god gamer I'm becoming right before your very eyes. Alright, let's fight Maria. That's what, 4 of Inkwell. Ooh! Inkwell Isles. Inkwell Isle 3's bosses down already. Because 3 has 7. Which is kind of crazy, considering that 1 and 2 had 5 each. But, you know, it's whatever. I guess it balances because Inkwell Hell has 2, so. I thought I had all 5. I'm dumb. That's fine. The Seahorse is such a bitch to combo with the ghosts. But it's alright, because I'm literally him. I made this game. Whoops! Was not paying attention. Yeah, do your worst. I don't know what the quickest way to get out of that is. But I clearly need something faster! That's okay. Won't happen again, though. Will not happen again. This fight's not even hard. I'm just dumb. It all started because I miscalculated how many cards I had. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, you tried it. Oh, you tried it. You tried it for real, huh? That's crazy. Come here, bitch. Yeah, shoot your mines. Do I look like I'm afraid of a mine and a Neil? Bitch. Ugh. I couldn't. I actually couldn't. It's fine, though. It's fine. Like, I literally don't have the answers. Come on! That goes through supers? Bitch. Yo. Yeah, you gotta die. That is unacceptable. That's fine. Literally couldn't really... Bro, what's the fastest way to get out of that? Doesn't matter. We're done. We're past it. Holy shit. That fight has never been that hard for me before. I'd say hard. It took me 2 tries. There was just a lot of chaos. Doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter because you know, if I were to show you my birth certificate, it would literally say that and guy. So doesn't even matter. Come here, Sally. Dramatic fanatic. Oh shit! I thought she was phase transitioning. Now she is. So there's movement in the background before she does it, and then also after she does it. I was focused on the one that comes after. There's so much happening. But it's fine because I'm literally so good at this game. Like what? Dead ass? Again? What's good? I have no health. Please kill. I'm literally so good. Like, bro. I hate to toot my own horn, but, you know. I'm gonna need to give it a nice little honk, because I'm literally him. Now watch the Phantom Express beat the shit out of me. Or is it just called the Ghost Train and the fight is called Phantom Express? I think that's what it is. Just like that, we only have 3 bosses left and we're still inside the hour. And yeah, I'm playing on regular. Shut the hell up. I don't give a fuck. 90% of people out there probably would not be moving through these bosses this quickly, even on simple. So I don't want to hear it. I know it's supposed to be gold, but it just looks like soap because it's pink. I'm actually fucking depressed. Holy shit. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined things going that poorly. That's actually sad for real. Now I'm just stuck here until it's over. We could have been done by now. Oh, well. Yeah. Alright, who's going first? You are. Oh my fuck. This is not exactly how I wanted things to go. There is, like, legitimately, and I can say this, and you know it's not an excuse because I've been having a pretty good go of it so far. There's legitimately something terrible happening with me using my PlayStation controller on PC. It is like a third of my inputs are just getting lost in the ether. You know, that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't missed my super at the start of the Skeleton Man phase. I wholeheartedly believe that. This got away from me very quickly, I think. Like, looking at what was happening on screen, that got away from me very quickly. That's fine. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Easy. I pressed A, but I didn't jump, so I couldn't parry. Bro! This is like... This could not be more antithetical to what I need right now. You ever start a Discord call so you could talk to somebody, and then they just...
I'm literally here. I'm muted so that you're not echoing the whole time.
Where you got headphones, though?
Yeah, I know, and I can't put them on right now.
This is actual, like... If you ever wanted to witness a hate crime...
It's definitely a hate crime. You've been talking to yourself and haven't said anything to me, and the second you acknowledge me, then I'm here.
I was talking to myself because you haven't been speaking.
Because you haven't been talking to me!
Because you Which came first, the chicken or the egg, bro?
You're nuts.
That's not the question. Bitch! No wasted damage here, boy. I got hit again! I'm literally supposed to be able to no damage the first 3 phases. Why am I getting my ass beat? Why am I still friends with this nigga on Steam? Somebody's gotta remind me to rectify that situation. Who's first? Seems like it's always the guy on the left. Bro! You what? So like I'm literally crazy good at this game. I knew Phantom Express was gonna be tough. It always is. And it's all because of this fucking why are the This is the only fight in which the enemy is able to parry the shit that you need to parry in order for the fight to work. If it weren't for that simple, that one singular element of the fight, and if I could jump when I press X, that'd be nice. I wasn't even looking. I was solely focused on the hurt. This match will get red hot. Don't worry. I'm sure a lot of people recognize Cuphead as a rage game. It's coming. There hasn't been a lot of it till this point because I've just been clearing, but it's coming. It is on its way. It is on its way, Arthur. This is fine. Will you die? Damn! He's over here now, isn't he? Yeah. I fucked that up. What?! I slapped mine. I slapped the one on the right to go right. And where did we go? Left. Because the soap hit the other one after I did mine. So it canceled. Which, if you ask me, that should mean that we stay stationary. But, you know. You'd have to know what a crumpet is for that. I don't even know why I went for that reference. If anybody watches this back later and they fuck off and they get that reference, let me know. It's very specific. I'm gonna finish this without using my super so I can use it on the next phase. Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm dumb, but this could be you and that. Bro, it doesn't. Like it never stops. Like the bleakness. Please die. Thank you. See, if I actually knew anything about the world that we live in and how to pay taxes and shit like that, we'd be done with this aisle already. I was about to say what I really need to worry about is the bow and halos that go across the screen. Like, and you can see it, right? Literally what's, like, if I could just, because the, you know? Because of the soap and the skulls, I never have any health when I get there. I dodged all the baseballs. I just have to tap into that one, that feeling of being that guy and get back into that flow state and I'll be there. I have a Dos Equis in my refrigerator right now. And I'm thinking about drinking it because I know nobody else will. Because the lady that lives in this house does not drink beer. And the other gentleman that lives in this house can't drink because he gets the Asian glow something serious. What the fuck?! And it is, it's an unpleasant situation for everyone involved, for real. Bitch. You know what Cuphead 2 needs? The option to parry down. I would like to parry down. Well, I guess the DLC has horizontal parries. But, like, sometimes the absolute worst thing that can happen in a situation is double jumping. And that's what the parry mechanic is. I would like to be able to just parry and go straight to the floor. That extra hang time that it gives me has gotten me killed dozens of times, if not hundreds. I've got 1,000 hours played in this game, so it's possible that it's hundreds. Yeah, it really looks like I got 1,000 hours played in this game, huh? I was gonna say, like, no way you lived. Oh. Like, I'm literally, like, I'm slapping X like it's my ex-wife. Furiously, vigorously, at 1,000 RPM. And I'm jumping, like, maybe once every 19 minutes. Like, what's going on? I don't know if that joke was in poor taste or not. But, I guess we'll find out. Probably not, though, because I do season my food. That's not even funny. Like, I apologize, for real.
You're under distress. It's okay.
Schlap. If this is not the one, if this is not the run, bitch. There we go. USA! USA! Good morning, USA! I've got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. The sun in the sky has a smile on its face, and it's shining a salute to the American race. Bow, 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 bow. Oh boy, it's well to say. Good morning, USA. Let's go. Inkwell Hell. Now, it's really not the devil I'm worried about. It's this bitch, King Dice. I don't really feel like I need to explain the way that this fight works. This game's 5 years old. But if there is an extra life point over the 9, I'm starting over. I'm willing to fight any of the mini-bosses but the monkey. So be prepared to see a lot of that. Because I'm not fighting the... Speak of the devil. Actually, speak of King Dice. Alright. I need a 2. 2 is the poker chips, right? I got a 3, so we're fighting the cigar, actually. That's fine. I guess that comes with being rusty, as my timing for the die is way off. But it doesn't matter. The cigar is easy. I just would have liked to have the extra health when it comes to actually fighting King Dice. Because that part is not fun, if you ask me. I notice I've spoken a lot about what's not fun in this game. So it could be asked, is there anything I do like about this game? And we'll have to get back to that when I'm no longer playing it. Easy. I can get this one really easily. He just gotta slap as soon as he does. And then I gotta do it again. The number 4, I think, is the Magician. I think it's the Magician. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really remember. I could be wrong. It could be the roulette wheel. It's the dominoes. I fucked that all up. You die, actually. Let's finish this as quickly as possible. Now imagine for a moment, if you will. Can you pretend with me that I actually know what I'm doing? Number 7. 7 is the roulette wheel. I think. 5 is the bookies. Yeah. I say bookie like it's not a jockey. 5 is actually the magician rabbit that I was talking about earlier. 6 is the jockey. Do not ask me how I fucked that all the way up. I haven't played this game in forever.
I think I just had a stroke.
Relatable. We're fine. Everything is fine. I got it handled, buddy. Oh, whoa! Pixel perfect. Which side? Bro. Like, what? Like, who's that? Like, I'm that guy. What do you mean? Can I get a 3, though? Because I need it. Because if I get this monkey... Alright, now I can get a 2 or a 3. Everything's fine. 2. This fight is so ass. Like, they space the cards out so ridiculously, unfairly far. What the fuck? Well, I mean, King Dice went down on my first actual try, so I'm kind of blazing trails for real. But that's fine. That's all right. Okay, right? Not to put the cart before the horse, but the Devil's legitimately top 5 easiest fights in the game. So I don't see this going much longer than maybe like 10 more minutes. So what should we do after that? What should we do after we're done? No. Welching on me just like all the others, eh? You bet I am. My elder kettle told me to always back out of a deal. See, I say that this fight is really easy, but it also depends on not being actually handicapped like I seem to be. There was no timing that correctly. The way the imp was moving. Bro? Which side? That side, that's fine. And that takes care of you. We should be done. Time to... Nope. Bro! The imps are... It's just an example of, like... The devs really think that just having a bunch of moving parts just make the fight actually difficult. Like, no. It just makes it annoying. And it makes me dread replaying it. Like, I'm sure you've seen those memes about, like, oh, when you go to replay your favorite game, but then you have to replay that part. Half of this game is that part. Die. And it sucks to... What am I supposed to do? And it sucks to have to feel like that, but, I mean, that's just the way it was designed. But it's still fun. You know, it's charming and cute enough, and it's designed mostly well enough to still be one of my favorite games that I've played in the last 10 years. But holy shit, bro. If this game is not on bullshit half the time, then my name isn't Smitty Werben Jaegerman Jensen. Yeah. I literally... Alright. Oh, someone upset. Someone big mad. Someone's mad. Alright. Now, anybody that died... Well, I didn't get to finish what I was saying. Anybody that dies on the Devil's final phase is actually a doo-doo stinky diaper baby. If...
And I don't want to complete the games you play.
If you were watching, then you would see how actually piss easy, unironically, speaking 100% sincerely, that final phase is. You literally just stand on the platform and jump over the occasional poker chip that falls. He can't damage you unless you jump all the way out to either side. It's literally like, you know what, you're at the very ass end. We'll make it as easy as that. He might as well just lay down and draw an X on his chest to give you a knife. Like, it doesn't make any sense why that part's so easy. Like, it's like when games give you achievements or trophies for just, like, progressing the story. Like, stop. Like, make me actually do something. Oh yeah, you can... That's pretty funny. Alright, so in 11 minutes and... In 1 hour and, like, 11 minutes, we killed every boss in the Cuphead main game. That's pretty cool, I think. I've actually, like... You know, like, you could call it a... It's not really a speed run because it's not, like... a speed run. But, like, 70%, I guess, speed run. Obviously, if I practiced a lot more, I could get through it a lot easier and probably never die to any of the bosses. Because I only died to Satan... Grim, the Ghost Train, Rumor once. Yeah, I think that's all I died to. Oh no, I died to Calamaria once as well. Everybody else though, first try. So, to be able to beat 14 out of 19 bosses on the first attempt, and with the exception of the Ghost Train and no, yeah, just with the exception of the Ghost Train, it takes 2. So if I played this game like twice as much as I already do, which is to say that's like I boot this game like once every 3 to 4 months, I think I could actually beat this entire thing in sub 60 minutes. Maybe we'll shoot for that one day. Maybe that'll be like a holiday stream that I do. Is can I kill all the bosses in sub 60 minutes? That'd be nice. I legitimately had intended for this to take longer. So I don't know what to do now. I could make you guys watch me struggle with fighting the Elden Beast one last time to get the Platinum Trophy for Elden Ring. But honestly, at this particular point in time, and the planet's relative position to the sun, I think I'd rather chew broken glass than do that right now. So, what can we do? They like to roll the dice. Me and Goatman could play Dragon Ball FighterZ.
I'm getting shot the hell up right now. Oh!
You can't get shot the hell up in Dragon Ball FighterZ. You do the shooting.
You can play Vegeta.
Yeah, but you play Frieza.
Okay, he doesn't have a machine gun.
But he's a zoner. I could also reinstall Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and do that one challenge run that I saw somebody do, where like, well, it's not really a challenge run, but basically if you have the A New Power Awakens DLC, then what you do is you start a new game, which I don't know when Bandai Namco forgot how to do it, but you know, some games allow you to have multiple save files. You can start multiple new games. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot forgot how to do that! Point is, you start a new game, which if you don't have a manual save on a different file, will erase all the progress that you do have in your main file, so be cautious of that. I had to learn the hard way. And then I learned it again 2 years later because I forgot.
Hold on, what do you mean you can't have multiple saves in Kakarot?
If you want a separate file, you have to manual save.
Why would you rely only on autosaves?
Because other Bandai Namco published games just allow you to hit new game and then you get a different save file. Like Elden Ring. Which came out 2 years after Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And probably had the same budget. But, you know, one of them is actually terrible. And they're both RPGs! But, you know how Bandai is and how they like to... They treat... Well, it's because it's Bandai. I was gonna say they treat Dragon Ball Z like it's only for toys, but Bandai is a toy company, so... You know. Anyway, you start a new game. You go to Beerus' planet after you finish that Piccolo section at the very beginning, and you train up as much as you can. You get your Super Saiyan forms, and then you go fight Raditz. And ideally, you should be able to one-shot kill every boss that you fight in that game. And that sounds like it could be funny, but it's just like... Playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is one of the most dreadful things I've ever experienced.
That's the challenge, just playing Kakarot that
honestly. Honestly. But it's like, once you become a god in the game, it can be fun. There are modes that are fun, and there are mechanics that got patched into the game 2 years post-launch that are fun, like finally being able to fuse in regular combat after the Buu Saga. That's nice. But you can't. You're not allowed to have enough people in your party to have Vegito and Gotenks on your team at the same time. So you really have to choose which fusion you like better. CyberConnect 2 fucked up so bad. Would it really be that hard to allow me to have 4 people in my party solely for the sake of getting Vegito and Gotenks on my team in a fight? Because then it drops from 4 to 2. You know, just walk around with Goku, Vegeta, Goten, and Trunks. Fight starts, we all fuse. It's 2 people. You know what I kind of want to do is play Naruto Storm 4. Do I have that installed? I can install it. 38 gigs, I got that. Storm 4 is a game that allows you to have multiple save files without having to... Because the thing about wanting to do multiple save games in Kakarot, right, and having to manual save in order to do that, is that if you don't know that right away, you're gonna lose your opportunity to replay most of the game. Like, you need to make that file the moment you're done fighting Piccolo, if you want there to be any ability to replay the story. Because, you know, it's a save, so it starts from where you save. So if you don't know about that until after you've killed Buu, whoops! Whoops! It's so dumb! Oh! It's literally just like, you can play the game again, but it'll be like doing it for the first time, and I just like, bro, like maybe I want to hop over to my other file, and then like, I don't know, fight Captain Ginyu, and then pop over to my main file where I've 100%ed the game and all the DLC, and most of my characters are level 300. and just kind of fly around and you know fuck about and do some of the challenges. Do the Tau Pai Pai pole throwing competition. But either CyberConnect 2 or Bandai Namco drank a fifth of vodka and then drove to work when it came time to designing that part of the game. What score did I give Kakarot when I reviewed it? I would actually really like to know. I get the feeling I may have been too nice when I played it. Oh, I made a couple videos about Kakarot, huh? Nice. And I streamed it a few times, of course. Yo, why do you own the world? How do you own disorder? Wow, this is what I looked like when this game came out? Yo, who let me leave the house with hair like that? Ba, 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 da. Oh. Let's see. I rated it a do not buy at full price. I still agree, I guess. It's like, you know, just because I think it's one of the steamiest pieces of shit I've ever played in my life. A lot of my disappointment comes from having watched the show and having played other games that this same development studio made that were published by the same publishing company. And so those two things in mind going into this game, there was a huge mismatch. They fucked up in so many key ways. Like, the only reason that this game was like popular at all and why people were excited for it at all is because they played the Naruto Storm franchise. Not a single strand of DNA from Naruto Storm made it to Kakarot. I don't know how they did that. The only thing that carried over is you press circle to attack. Great, good job. Like, we wanted you because of the cutscenes of your father, and you didn't. You got everything from your mom's side. It's all Bandai. There's such a stark dip in quality once the Frieza saga's over. It's so upsetting. So many important things from the Boost and from the Boo and Cell sagas are just completely skipped over. It's like, how do you take the idea of flying around the world of Dragon Ball Z and make it one of the most arduous tasks I've ever completed in a video game? Like, and then you promise me open world exploration, but what do you give me? A couple of sandboxes that are stitched together with a fast travel system. Like, and wouldn't it also be nice if we charged you energy to fly at any speed faster than a snail's crawl? And then when we throw you into one of the 9,000 random encounters that can happen in this area, you kind of just don't have any energy because you've been flying around for a while, probably looking for the Dragon Balls or trying to farm up some Z-Orbs because you need 20,000 Z-Orbs to buy anything at this point in the game. Of each color. How do you get Z-Orbs? You fly around and you fight people. And then what do you use the Z-Orbs for? Special moves to continue to fly around and fight people. And then D-Metals! I love having to go into key vision just to see where anything is in the world that I can go look for it. Like, I just, like... I'd rather play Dragon Quest for real. At least, like... None of it mathematically makes any sense. Don't worry though. Once Storm 4 is installed, we can get down to business. Because I actually have not played it on PC yet. So I'll be unlocking a lot of that stuff brand new. That should be fun. Hopefully it works. We'll see. And then it's like, oh, you can use the Dragon Balls to wish back enemies that you've encountered earlier. What do we do with that? I'll tell you what we do with it. Maybe you have a little mild skirmish with them. And then they turn into a fucking coin. Never to be seen again. You stick it on your community board and they're gone. What is the... I would rather just... I guess it's fine because they added the time machine later so that you could go and replay the fights. But here's the thing about that. You go back to those fights at your current level. So if you've played through the DLCs, which you probably did because it took until after both chapters of A New Power Awakens came out for them to add the time machine that was supposed to be there at launch. And you're a level 300 now, and you go back and fight your level 75 Kid Buu, you sneeze on him and he erupts. It's not even fun. Like, I feel the same way about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot that Ego Raptor feels about Subway. But like if he spent like 2 years being really excited about finally getting to go to Subway. I really do like how people are like, man, Subway sucks. I'm like, how? They don't put anything in it that you don't ask for. Like, I get that it's not like top tier ingredients, but like, bro, it's like a $5 foot long. Like, relax. Well, that's not really true. But like, I usually get, you know, just some turkey breast or like Black Forest ham or like some pepperoni and some shit like that, and it's just like, it's fine, you know. It's better than what I currently have at home, but it's also worse than I would get at like Jimmy John's or Firehouse or Quiznos, so I understand that, but it don't really bother me. Only problem with Jimmy John's is that the bread feels like it's trying to shred the inside of my mouth up. It's like they bake the bread 10 minutes before they serve it to you, but it feels like it's been out since last night. There are things in this world that I do like, I promise you. There are even Dragon Ball games that I like. Should I reinstall Fighters on PC? Why did you add Fighters to your wish list? I'm pretty close to getting all the achievements on PC. What else do I have to do? Do the tutorials, win a tournament, do a local battle. Arena aficionado, play 20 arena matches. That's going to take a while. I haven't done any casual matches. Observe an arena match. I could probably do this all in one play session. But it'd take me like 3 hours, I think. Yo! Why is my bit rate in the trash? I have so much like neck skin. I'm mad self-conscious about my chin to neck area because I just have so much skin left over from when I was like, don't worry about me. Like, you know Josh Peck in like 2005? Imagine that, but like black. But surrounded by white folks, which is crazy because before that, they had met like maybe 3 or 4 and mostly seen them in movies. Didn't quite know they were real until he found himself in their natural habitat. I'm sure that's a sitcom, right? It's gotta be. Maybe not these days, but like in 1997, I'm sure you could have done that. I know this is kind of like mad awkward, but oh, yeah, we're still let's put on some music at least, right? Like we're just kind of sitting here. Don't worry, I'll play through. I don't see myself finishing the story, like the campaign of Storm 4. It is kind of long. It's like 5 or 6 hours, which isn't long, but like for the sake of like playing it as the second game in a stream, it's a bit long for my taste. Which, if we're being honest, maybe that's for the best. Because for you know what's funny about like having such high expectations for Kakarot based on Storm 4 and the entire Storm series. The Storm series cut a lot of corners too, but we all kind of figured that like since Dragon Ball is a bigger franchise, that they would spend a little bit more money, give it a little bit more time. But that game is definitely rushed, and from what it felt like the last time I played it, they kind of patched it into what it was supposed to be, which I hate. But Storm definitely has its own problems. Some of those boss fights where you're just flying around in your Susanoo, just shooting beams, just holding down square until the fight's over. That's not exactly fun. There's not really like a good sense of scale either when you're doing that Naruto and Sasuke versus Obito fight. There were definitely just things that could have been adjusted. But they were not. They were not. Who's pulling up to the stream now? What's going on? What's some good music to listen to? Everybody's watching from YouTube right now. That's very strange. I didn't think y'all still existed for real. Where y'all want to upload videos, huh? I'm joking. This isn't all the Bleach openings. This is what, 14? 15. Hold on.
Bro, I'm in the gulag locker room right now.
Niagata esome no hoshitachi no hikari. Like the version of asterisk that they used for the show versus like the album, like the studio version of the song, two very different songs. Oh, there goes half of everybody that was watching. That's fine. Also, feel free to ask me about the sub goal up here. Or use the commands that I put in the title. Also, I figured out why my internet was so bad for the last stream and the beginning of this one. It's because I was using the wrong Ethernet cables on the wrong things. I was using my Cat 6 on my PS5 and my Cat 5 on my PC. Because when I got my new one and I finally got it set up, I accidentally switched which cords I was using. Don't worry about that though. We fixed it. Maybe I should be using a Cat 6 for my PS5. But I also only really play like 3 or 4 online games. And I never really have any connection issues on my end. So... What are you saying to me?
With the amount of things you do on your computer versus your PS5, it makes no sense to put the good cable on the PS5.
I feel you. Well, it's just like I was just thinking of like having 2 Cat 6s. But because when Modern Warfare 2 comes out, which because I have a stronger PC now, I might actually play on PC. We'll see about that.
I will be more inclined to join you if that is the truth.
I feel you. Well, but yeah, because then we won't have to deal with cross-play. But then if we did, then we'd be the dominant species, which I would like to experience. I would like to be the one who holds the knife and has the advantage. But it's gonna be a journey teaching myself how to play COD on keyboard and mouse. That'll be rough, but I guess I'll get there.
I'm with you, homie. We got custom games.
Custom games. I don't have a problem with custom games in theory, but when it's a game that you've got 39,000 hours in, It's like let's do a ring match in fighters.
I don't
Pick
have
my team.
39,000 hours in a game. It just came out.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I'm inclined to do.
Bro, you're gonna
what's
have
that?
the advantage because you're gonna get fucking 3 weeks minimum of experience on me because it's gonna take me that damn long to install a 400 gig game.
True.
It's gonna literally take me multiple months because I can't just spit out 100 gigs.
That's a good point. Oh, opening 3 is a lot better than I remembered it being. Holy shit. But
And the cowards won't say how big it's gonna be on launch on Steam.
that's true, and we're within 60
Damn
days
it!
of launch. We should know. We should have system requirements, and we should have file data by now. I think.
Shit comes out like what, next month?
Yeah. I was thinking it comes out in November, but that's God of War that comes out in November. God comes out October.
And I'll have it installed by fucking December. It'll be my birthday. Damn, where?
Yeah. Modern Warfare, the last Modern Warfare also came out in October, but I believe Black Ops Cold War and Vanguard both came out in November. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. It's not a detail that's important, but yeah. Trying to think of why is my hair like that. The ledge one is mad long though. Look at that. I made a terrible mistake. Get in the hat, please. I implore you. Why can't I? You know what? Just go behind the ear. So you don't want to act right. Boom, and it's like it never even happened. Oh, I skipped this opening because it's for a filler arc, so I don't think I've ever heard that opening before. This is for the Vizard / beginning of Arrancar's saga. This is when Ichigo met Shinji and he started learning how to use his hollow powers. I gotta remember that having a bit of an uneven hairline is normal. Every time I see it, I have a crisis because I feel like I'm balding. But I also had a crisis feeling like I was balding like 4 years ago. Because for some reason there's just a patch of hair in the middle of the top of my head that just had a different texture than the rest of it. And I was like, am I thinning? So that was hard for me to go through. But now it all feels the same again, so I don't really know what that was about. There's also a point where my stepbrother gave me a haircut right before I graduated, and he put my hairline like way back here. Cause, well, I'm not gonna say all that, but he janked my shit up, and so for the longest time, the length of my hair was just mad uneven. It was just shorter in the front. You can't tell now, cause I think the hair in the front of my head is actually the longest now. But that shit is just that was mad ghetto, mad disrespectful. I will never let nothing like that happen to me again. This is the beginning of Hueco Mundo, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm definitely mistaken. This is... Or maybe I'm not. I do have to remember that there are about 100 episodes of filler between where I am and the openings that I'm thinking about. First season of Bleach feels like a completely different anime from the rest of the series. I think that's a good thing. Oh, imagine if the first opening played in the last episode. It might. I actually would not put it past Puro to do that. It's possible, but we'll see like a year from now. Also, Shippuden has 20 openings. Goodness gracious. You know, my favorite thing is about like the amount of filler that's in Naruto is like the final fight happens, right, between Naruto and Sasuke. And then there's 40 episodes before the show ends. And it's just like, what are we doing for real? Like, what could possibly be the purpose?
How long have I been here? I've been here an hour and I finally won a match. I had to kill 67 people.
Goodness gracious. It's all good now, though, because Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 has been installed. I don't know if this is the Road to Boruto version. I hope so. Go ahead and update the game.
H3 VR.
Naruto Shippuden. Jesus.
Name again.
Ultimate. P90.
Interesting.
Okay, so this is Road to Boruto. Good. That way, I'll have all the characters, and I won't be missing anybody. You know, considering that this game came out 6 years ago, I really hope my PC can run it. I have parts in here that are from before this damn game came out. From before? Whoops. From after this game came out. That's the sort of thing that can happen when you don't listen to yourself while you speak. I mean, I guess that works, but it's not really the way that I want to do it. That's whatevs, I guess. Jesus. Let's get started. Oh, it's been a while since I've heard that music. Yo! Or at least it's supposed to be. 30 frames. Is this game frame locked at 30? No. No way this game is frame locked at 30, right? No, not Bondi. A company that I clearly have so much faith and trust in. Game is really frame locked at 30. Oh. There we go. That's better. Mecha Naruto. Oh, cool. I don't plan on, like, earning absolutely everything that I have on the PS4 version of this game and this version of it. Mostly because that took me hundreds of hours, and I just don't want to commit that kind of time again. Being totally honest with you. Now, I have to remind myself that I'm going to be getting... This game is really frame locked at 30!
Behold.
Anyway.
This scroll without
I'm going to be getting Xbox button prompts. Let me open it.
within it is recounted
Let me open it.
an as yet unfinished tale.
That's Madara speaking, by the way. Spoilers.
If thy heart be drawn to its contents,
Wake up to
take up the
reality.
scroll and unfurl
P90
its
clutch
aged
first try?
parchments.
I'm literally the greatest.
I see thou art keen to know
Still
more.
got like 6 more objectives to go.
Don't worry about all that.
In that case, allow me to spin for thee a yarn.
A yarn.
A tale spanning the history of the ninja.
I would like to be able to play this part as Madara instead of Hashirama. I know he's the bad guy, but who do you really prefer as a character? Hashirama Senju or Madara Uchiha? Like, come on, like, bro. Like, as much as I love Naruto, Sasuke has better powers, you know? Being an Uchiha is just kind of better than being a Senju or an Uzumaki. Sure, they have more chakra and they have better healing abilities, but if you risk utter blindness and your brother also risks utter blindness and you steal his fucking eyes before he actually goes blind, you gain ultimate power. And that sounds pretty cool to me. I'm out of chakra. That sounds pretty cool to me. And then if you're an Uchiha and you just so happen to imbibe the DNA of a Senju, you get the Rinnegan, which is also ultimate power. So, pretty cool if you ask me. And then Sasuke literally could just set shit on fire by looking at it. And it's not just fire, it's the eternal black flames of Amaterasu. You kidding me? What can Naruto do? I can punch you really hard. I mean, he had a lot of really cool powers, and then he lost the Nine-Tailed Fox. He can fly, maybe? He hasn't in a long, long time, but in theory, he should still be able to. I just don't think that the animation staff at Puro knows that. Now that I think about it, there really does seem to be some confusion as to what certain characters are capable of when it comes to Boruto. Which is unfortunate, but I mean, that's what happens when your animation staff doesn't read the manga. Here I come, bitch!
My heart dances with fighting you. Madara,
Alright.
come, entertain me more.
I like how I substituted, but nothing changed. I'm coming down on you!
Did you think me a tree could stop me? Wait, is that?
Why can't I...
Now isn't this fun? You should enjoy yourself more. I'll crush
Why do I have to hold the button in order to be able to pick up the swords?
old thing against me. Take
Die. I can't really particularly say that I'm too concerned about getting a getting an S rank on this. Yo, that kind of did some damage for real. Yo, this game is mad loud. Yo, Madara kind of just getting worked for real. Can I do something about the sheer volume of this game? Shit, he getting fucked up. This is an unfortunate situation. I thought we were moving on to the other shit. My bad. I stopped paying attention for a second there. He's not blocking. Nine tails. What's funny is that after this fight, Hashirama was like, damn, it's kind of dangerous to just let the Nine-Tailed Fox roam around, right? So he stuck it in his wife. What a guy. What a hero. Oh, now we're having the kaiju fight. I get to control the wood golem now. These are the... Yeah. Majestic attire Susanoo. Pretty damn cool.
Susanoo. I would say we're both plenty warmed up, wouldn't you?
Nigga, warmed up. You leaking.
Man's just out here saying things.
What's up? What, you don't know about the majestic attire Susanoo? I can tell you all about it, bro.
Magenta tire, Susan?
Sure, most of those letters are involved. See, the thing about these stupid-ass kaiju fights is you don't do enough damage, so this literally just goes on for 30 minutes.
As you wish.
I like how Madara says my 9 tails. Like, it's not yours, you grabbed it. It was just walking around until you took it. Man, this is gameplay. This is, like, honestly, across this entire series of games, all 9 of them, this is the worst. This is the worst of its gameplay. It's so loud. I got blown up.
Dare to dream once in a while.
I'm just not meant to be able to do damage right now. That's fine. You can Biju Dama me all you want, bitch. But yeah, man, the Majestic, it's so crazy loud, bro. That's another thing about Bandai Namco games. The volume is mad. Like, holy shit. I'll fix it when I can. I'm so sorry. This is my fault for not being cognizant of it before we got started here. Don't worry. This part's over soon enough.
Almighty Susanoo isn't invincible.
This is not really how this fight went, but you know. It is these footprints are mad fucking crazy, stupid, dumbass, whack-ass, ghetto-ass, ignorant-ass loud. Like, bro.
Together, Hashirama.
Monk! Yeah! The perfect Susanoo has 4 arms. I forget about that sometimes.
I'm going to blow the entire crowd away. Not quite.
I'm doing a stand rush, apparently.
To think you would put up such a fight against my 9 towers. Unfortunately, I have more tricks where that came from.
Yo, I'm kind of getting jobbed. It's fine, don't watch this. I'm about to job him right back. Come here, bitch. So that whiffed like crazy. Thought I had a mash. Doesn't really make it clear which stick you're supposed to spin. I gotta do it again! Oh shit! I didn't know that. It's fine though. But even like for as mundane as this gameplay is right now, the spectacle that's going on right now is just something that was missing from Kakarot. Hey, Madara. We all make faces sometimes.
You leave me no choice. Sage Art, Wood Style, Shinsu Senshu, Veritable Thousand-Arm Kanon.
Are you ready for me to have to mash circle? Yo, I'm pressing it crazy fast, but it's just like, nah. Man, this 30 frame shit is not it. Is there a mod I can install somewhere? I just want 60 for real. I got the secret factor. Why are these pictures Game Boy looking ass shit? What the fuck? I thought they were just screenshots from the anime. Who drew that shit in MS Paint? The game is 6 years old, Toxie. Don't be so harsh on it. You know what other game is 6 years old? You know what other game is 6 years old?
They fight for what they believe.
Uncharted 4.
To follow their own truth.
You know, it's just crazy. You know, Uncharted 4, probably one of the best looking games ever. This, not quite so. I know it's stylized, but you can't just put a high-res screenshot from the damn anime and the damn game based on the damn anime where you're using damn screen grabs from the damn anime. Shit. Alright, so now I have the yin path and the yang path. You know what's kind of funny about the way that the last game ends compared to the way that this game starts? Is that it... My bad. I was supposed to fix that. Yeah. This game is set, like, the end of 3 and this entire game all cover the same arc. It's just, you know, the Great Ninja War stretched out over the second half of that game and the entirety of this one. But for some reason, the way that the last game ends is so strange. Let's just turn all the volume down. But, oh! I can change the frame rate? Yeah! Yes. Oh, whoa! That's a... that difference is crazy. What am I looking for? Story. That... Oh my goodness, that difference is ridiculous. Anyway. The way that the last game ends is you defeat Obito. He's just the last boss of the game, so you finish that fight. And then Naruto passes out from exhaustion and is taken back to the Leaf Village, where he takes a little nap to recuperate his strength and just wakes up in the hospital. But then, at the beginning of this game, he's fighting Obito still. It's so strange. I know that they ended it that way because they'd gotten a little bit ahead of the anime, or a little bit ahead of the manga even. And they didn't know what was supposed to happen, but Kishimoto worked on that game with CC2 and could have said, hey, Naruto's not just going to go home after this fight. You know, he's going to continue to fight for the rest of the night into the morning. But, you know, that's whatever. He forgore. And you know what's funny is that this game came out before the manga and anime had finished, and this game covers the ending of the story. So if you played this game, you got hardcore spoiled for the ending of the manga, which isn't fair. Because, you know, at least if it was like, if the manga had been out and it was just waiting for the anime, that'd be one thing, right? Then you could have at least read the ending by now. But you had absolutely no chance, and they didn't say before this game came out that it was covering the very end. Because we didn't know that it was ending just yet. I mean, there were signs, but, you know. We thought maybe a little bit longer, maybe 2-3 more volumes. I don't know. But, it was spoiled. The ending was spoiled in this, and then there was also a movie that came out the year before the anime ended that takes place 4 years after, no, 2 years after the ending of the story. So it's like, not only are you spoiling me to the end of, like, the exact details of the end of the story, but you're also fast forwarding to years after this is all over. So before the story was even close to being finished, you know that Naruto and Sasuke make up. They both lose an arm. Naruto gets married to Hinata. There's a bunch of stuff that you just find out way before it's ever written. It's like, why did they... Whose idea? By the way, we're going to do Yin Path right now. Don't ask me why. We're also going to skip this. I just want to fight. I have never seen this game move this fast. So if you couldn't tell, I'm kind of sick nasty at... Bitch! I'm kind of sick nasty at this game. I got an S. I didn't really look at what the requirements were. I got an achievement called Unscathed.
Had enough?
Oh, the slideshows. I forgot about that too. Man, that's rough. I also don't think that they ever actually went over how the Edo Tensei was undone. Unless I'm wrong. But yeah, I don't remember that actually coming up in the games. I don't know. I could replay, or I could like boot up the third game and find out, but that's doing a lot. That's rough. Bitch! Nice. Now's the time to attack. I don't know if you heard him, but now would be the time to attack. Gosh. I would like to say that it gets better, but that's not entirely true. This game was a bit rushed as well. And it definitely shows. I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright. Yeah, the Yang path has a lot of flashbacks right about now. And that don't particularly jive with my energy at this particular moment in time. So I think we're gonna go ahead and forego the Yin path, the Yang path right now. Oh, I was sorely mistaken. This is also a flashback. Can you stop running? Damn! Huh?
New gun.
AK-74.
I already used that.
I
like that. Use 47.
Damn.
Do you want to re-roll or do you want to come in?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm blanking on every other gun that has ever existed. Give me a MP5. Whichever one has the best accuracy rating. Whichever one Whichever one tickles your goose, for real.
I have a 2 and a 5.
The 5. Why are you alive? Yo, this is mad disrespectful. Damn. This man refused to go to sleep, for real.
It's over, mother.
Poor guy had to kill his best friend. But he couldn't even do that right, because Madara fucking lived. Is this just a cutscene? It was. Maybe we'll play through both and just try to keep it as even as possible, because I gotta deal with flashbacks and shit like that regardless.
I decided to go with Siege Toxic, so I made it Echoes, but I gave it a 4 time.
I feel you.
It was annoying, but I think that was peak in the dog.
Wow, I made a terrible mistake. Why am I Rin? Honestly, I didn't know that you could, this is much better. Good job, Minato. I see why you're the Hokage. Why is it giving me the flame shit if I can't do any of the shit that comes with the... What the fuck are you doing, Minato? Meow. I mean, for real, it's just some shadow clones. Like, you would think that in theory, Minato could handle this very easily. He also knows shadow clone jutsu, and he's the fastest human being on the planet. Ow! I should really be Kakashi, because he's not... Minato's really not chopping it up like I need him to. Like, you gotta earn your reputation, for real. I don't got no chakra! Rin, you worthless piece of shit! Hey, Yuri. Oh my god, Rin, where are you aiming? Rin! Where is the aim? Shit, you too, Sensei. What the fuck's going on? Rin. Man, I wish I could change the camera. Holy shit. Die. Is he still alive? Okay. Yeah, let's skip all that. I guess we'll go through all the Obito shit. It's so dramatic. Rin kidnapped. I know, they're gonna put a tailed beast in her and send her back to the Hidden Leaf village, and when she arrives, she'll explode. Unless Kakashi kills her. Alright. Yeah, you tried it. Which is actually hilarious. Bitch.
Whoa.
Is Kakashi here now? He sure is. Shit. That combo? Kinda shit nasty. Kakashi's really out here bragging about being a child soldier. Poor kid. He doesn't know any better. Even Obito? The habitual fuck up? Get sliced. Kakashi's about to lose his eye. Alright. You can sit up and throw as many shurikens as you want, you motherfucker. It won't save your life. Yeah. Yeah, get bent up. Now he's on the wall! There's poopy smeared all over the wall, Daniel. Yo, that teamwork went kind of crazy. I'm realizing that this is like the first time I've actually been able to do a secret technique for real. Tried it. And that, boys and girls, is the advantage of having a regular old Sharingan, is that you can predict the well, you not predict, but you can anticipate your opponent's movements before they do it, and you can just counter. It's literally a cheat code. It's kind of ridiculous, though, to like ever see these dudes get beat in hand-to-hand combat when it shouldn't ever be possible. I get that, like, maybe you're up against somebody who still just moves too fast for you to be able to react to what you're seeing, but like, it's not always like that. Everybody's not fighting Naruto or Minato. Like, there's no reason Jiraiya is out here putting hands on a new Uchiha, I feel like. Kakashi should also never get hit. She keeps on passing me by. Oh, I should probably change the title of the stream too, huh? That's my ninja way. Alright. I should probably click back into the game. Yeah. I'm fine with that. For a little bit of context as to this, Obito just got the left side of his body crunched up under a rock. Or no, it was the right side of his body, because they put his left eye in Obito's in Kakashi's head. So can I take damage? These guys are white Zetsus. You don't gotta worry too much about them, I guess. There's a couple different ways to make them, but they're plant people. That guy over there doing the things, that's Guru Guru.
Which is the real one? Oh, well, aren't you clever?
I didn't remember it being that simple.
MP5 also got a download
M16 A2.
bonus round.
Hold up, what?
Bonus round. Do I get attachments?
No. You have the best iron sights in the world.
Oh boy.
Bro, this game is still loud as shit, even when I put the volume to half.
Do I get a pistol?
Sure.
Which is the real one? Oh, well, aren't you clever?
You can have a... You can have a 45 ACP. Huh?
Does it get attachments?
You could put a laser.
Alright. I have 10 points left over.
Which is the real one?
I believe in you.
Oh, well, aren't you
I
clever?
can't physically carry enough explosives to use at that point.
Damn, they kind of beating me up for real. I'm out here getting jobbed.
I'll try and take the first area with this to see if it works, but then my other shit is not supposed to that game.
Bitch! I don't got no charka. Please.
Got a little more confidence in myself now.
You may have confidence in yourself, but your best friend's about to murder the girl you have a crush on. Oh, that already happened. Alright. You know what I would kind of like to do is like watch like a Resident Evil or like Bleach or Naruto timeline video on stream and just point out everything they get wrong, because they never get everything right, even though it's all on Wikipedia. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. I'm intangible, bitch. That's my power. I can send myself and things that I'm touching to a pocket dimension, and so I turn intangible by sending that particular portion of my body to the pocket dimension and then bringing it right back. It's not a good explanation at all, because you would think that, if you try to shoot me in the chest, but I teleport my chest away, you would think that my shoulders would just fall down onto my stomach. But, since we're dealing with eyeball magic, I guess that doesn't matter, huh?
Sometimes fiction goes too far.
It's just like, explaining things too much is how we get these situations. Just say that he can teleport himself into the pocket dimension and he could turn intangible. I feel like that makes so much more sense. Like, Ant-Man's my favorite example of that. They say that the shrinking is done by reducing the empty space between your atoms, but it doesn't change the size of your atoms. So when you shrink, less empty space, you become denser. But then you got Hank Pym walking around with a shrunken tank. That bitch is still thousands of pounds, tens of thousands of pounds, and he's just walking around with him on his keychain. Like, yeah, sure. And then it's like, oh man, I have to shrink between the atoms. You can't do that because you can't get smaller than the atoms. Because that's not how the shrinking works.
Do you remember what tank it was?
I could find out real quick. I haven't seen Ant-Man since, like...
I'm pretty sure it was older, like a Cold War
Yeah.
type. Unless it was Russian. It looked like stereotypically tanky.
I think it was supposed to be Russian. But let's see. Apparently this is the tank it was based on.
It's not even a real tank.
I guess not. I don't really know.
That looks World War II. It's not gonna be as heavy.
I don't know my tanks all too well, unfortunately.
The star is white, so it's American.
Yeah. I don't remember it looking like that though, honestly, but I looked up tank from Ant-Man and that's what I got.
Yeah, I remember it looking like a... Oh my Jesus Christ! Like a Patton. Oh, we saw each other at the same time.
But it's still entirely too heavy for a feeble 80-year-old man to be walking around carrying.
That looks like a light tank, maybe a medium tank. I'm gonna say like 20 to 40 tons.
That's fair. But that's one thing that I try to learn from stuff like that, because here's the thing, like, yeah, these are superheroes that like scientifically gave themselves powers, but it's still a fantasy world. It's a fantasy setting with fantasy abilities. Like, yeah, Ant-Man's powers come from science, and so do the Hulk's, and so do Captain America's, and so do Iron Man's, but there's also, you know, Thor and Venom and Hulk, so it doesn't matter. So I try not to, like, when I'm writing shit that does not exist nearly in the realm of possibility, I try not to get caught up too much in the mechanics of how certain things happen.
It doesn't need to be real. It needs to make sense and follow the laws of the world.
Like all that I care about is if it keeps with its own internal logic. That's all. And sometimes I can't even get that right. Like, what I hate about the most recent Doctor Strange movie is that
It's not even a Doctor Strange movie.
well, because one of the things that they teach us in the first movie is that you cannot, like, obviously you can manipulate matter, but you can't.
Oh my god!
You can't bend physics and like change reality in the real world. You have to go to like the mirror dimension or something like that in order to do that. You can't.
Then guess what? The second movie.
In the second movie, in like the second scene, Doctor Strange turns water into wine. He's not supposed to be able to do that in the real world. That's transmutation. That's alchemy. Like, that's not even sorcery. And he in later on in that movie, he continues to do shit like that. He picks up a bus with levitation and proceeds to break it down on a atomic level, and it looks identically similar to folding matter and space in the mirror dimension, which leads me to believe that either Sam Raimi or whoever wrote that movie did not watch the first one. Because another thing is that in the first movie they say that the sling ring, the ring that Strange wears to make portals, it says that they use it to travel the multiverse. They don't use it to travel the multiverse in the second movie at all. He never thinks to try it. There, honestly, like, I know Mahler gets a lot of criticism for making videos that are like several times longer than the movie that he's talking about. But honestly, just about everything he said about Doctor Strange 2 is on point, and he brought up a lot of things that I never even thought about. But there's just a lot that's wrong with that movie on a fundamental level. And it's also weird that, like, if you say that you didn't like Multiverse of Madness, people still assume that you're sexist. It's like, how? I don't have a problem with the way that America Chavez is written in that movie, although, you know, with the internal logic, of the plot, she shouldn't be able to, you know, exist anywhere. Because, you know, they say that in that movie they say that the longer you spend in a universe that's not your own, the greater risk you run of causing an incursion. And what an incursion does is it basically collapses the matter of your universe into that one, and it can destroy one or both of them. And it's basically like, oh, you know, the longer you stay here, the bigger footprint you leave. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But the thing is, like, we're dealing with incursions that were caused by Doctor Strange putting his mind in the body of the Doctor Strange who lived in that universe. He didn't go there. He just puppeteered that Strange's body for a couple hours, and it wiped out the universe. Rewind 5 months. Venom Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, Electro, Sandman, and the Lizard, as well as 2 other versions of Spider-Man, all got sucked to the main Earth and spent 2 days there. Physically there. Traveled from their Earths to that one. No danger of an incursion the entire time. What if you got characters falling through universes when they're fighting? They're all over the fucking multiverse. And at the end of the series, you form an Avengers team out of people from across the multiverse, forcing them to be on an Earth that is not their own for God knows how long. No incursion. Same thing with Loki. None of those characters that work at the TVA are from that universe. So that whole thing should get wiped out, but no incursions. It's just something that they made up for that particular movie to generate false tension and to keep America and Strange away from each other for a little while. Because they needed to... Well, the Illuminati doesn't trust this version of Strange. Why not, you ask? Because their version of Strange did a little bit of dream walking and caused an incursion. So surely every Strange from across the vast multiverse is a threat to said multiverse, because mine did some stupid shit. But then he immediately realized the dangers of what he did and broke himself free from the corruption of the Darkhold, but we still had to kill him? Why? Why? For what? Yeah, he destroyed an Earth. Whoops. But having somebody as powerful and wise as Doctor Strange on your team probably keeps you from getting spaghetti monstered when you fight the Scarlet Witch. And you know what's funny is that the MCU can't even keep their shit straight. They say that multiversal travel is now only possible because of what happened in Loki, with timelines converging and giving us the multiverse as we know it. But that's not true, because clearly, if you look at the events of Doctor Strange, characters were multiverse hopping thousands of years ago. Even within the story of Loki, the TVA was founded because people were traveling the multiverse billions of years ago. Characters already understand how to get through the multiverse, just not the ones in our Earth for some reason. And then the Book of Vishanti! It's literally a plot convenience book that can solve any problem. If you pick it up and you make a wish, your wish is granted. Wong knew about it because he read about it in the book that you get when you become Sorcerer Supreme. Doctor Strange, who was Sorcerer Supreme for about 2-3 years, he never found out about it. And it's played as a joke. It's supposed to like insinuate that he didn't read the book. But that doesn't work for me, because Doctor Strange, in the first movie that he's in, reads so fucking much that he reads in his sleep. He astral projects out of his body so that he can continue reading while his body is resting. And you want to tell me he didn't read this book? Clearly they didn't give it to him, because there's no other way that he would have not come across that information. He literally read a book that was forbidden, and it kickstarted the second half of that movie. But he didn't read this book, and so he didn't know about the other book. And then there's one Book of Vishanti for the whole multiverse? You do realize we're dealing with an infinite multiverse, right? Any Doctor Strange from across the entire network of universes could need the Book of Vishanti at any possible moment, and there's one that sits in the nexus between universes. And I guess that when a Strange is done using it, they just put it back for the next one. But I just feel like there would be an infinitely long line of Stranges who need the Vishanti for something. Why is there not just a Vishanti in every universe? There's Infinity Stones in every universe. Why not? We don't write scripts anymore, right? It's like we write scenarios. Like, wouldn't it be cool if, like, Doctor Strange goes to this other universe and, like, he meets a Baron Mordo that's, like, good, but, like, kind of resents Strange for one reason or another, and then, like, they put him on trial with the Illuminati, and we can get Jim Halpert to play Reed Richards, and it'd be really cool because he was fan cast for multiple years, and we finally get to see that on screen. But instead of him doing anything cool or interesting or dynamic, he just exposits multiverse gobbledygook for hours. In the movie, hours go by while he's talking. which is unfortunate. I would hate to stand there for hours listening to John Krasinski talk to me about what some other version of me did wrong, and so they're putting me on trial. And they're talking about executing him. They want to execute. He just showed up. He doesn't. They're worried about him staying in their universe for too long and causing an incursion, right? But if they were to listen to him and work with him, he would be back to his own universe so fast, because he still needs to get back there and deal with Wanda. Keeping him there, drugging him, waiting until he's conscious again, and talking to him, putting him on trial for all that shit, keeps him in your universe long enough to cause an incursion. Put him back! And you know who else is...
First tried, by the way.
Nice. You want to know who else is on the Illuminati? Professor Charles Xavier. Do you know what Professor Charles Xavier's only power is? He's a telepath. He can read minds. Read Strange's mind! Then you'll find out that he's not lying to you. And then you can trust him. And that entire 25-minute scene can be taken out of the movie, and we can reallocate that time to something that makes a little bit of goddamn sense. Like the first Doctor Strange, I guess. Nothing that happens in... Like, they're trying to keep Wanda from getting into Kamar-Taj, and they know that Wanda can play mind tricks on people, so Strange is like, oh, she's trying to get into their heads. Wong says, sorcerers, fortify your minds. What does that mean? I have an idea, Wong, Sorcerer Supreme. Maybe cast a spell that protects the sorcerers who work for you from psychological attacks like that. I'm sure there is one. Sorcery is thousands of years old. I don't know why there would not be one, you know? Because everybody that you're telling to fortify their minds, they're working on keeping that barrier up so she can't get in. You're standing there feeling your scrotum. Like, what are we doing? God, I briefly thought about rewatching the movie now that it's on Disney Plus so I can do like a really in-depth video about it. Because it's I don't really get excited for Marvel projects anymore, just because like we're past the Infinity War era, and as such, it's hard for me to actually build genuine hype within myself for any of these Marvel movies, because it feels like they're wandering around aimlessly. And yeah, we're in the multiverse saga now, but how long did it take for them to announce that? 7 movies and 11 TV shows? Maybe 3 or 4 of which have to do with the multiverse. They don't know what they're fucking doing. It's a different multiverse in every project. But I was genuinely looking forward to Doctor Strange being a horror movie directed by Sam Raimi. All the ingredients were there for the finest souffle I've ever had, but what really happened is somebody's cat dug up some dookie sand and then stuck their foot right in the middle of my shit. I was so upset the entire time I was watching it. Like, a lot of people get this idea that like people that hate on movies were actually enjoying it in the theater, and then they get home and get on Twitter or get on YouTube, and then they see that other people didn't like it, and it's like, oh yeah, it was trash. It's like, no, I was frowning in the theater. Like, I'm capable of understanding for myself when I watch a movie if it's good or not, if it follows its own internal logic or not, if it's wasted potential or not. And Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was poopy. Sorry. What are you laughing at?
Poopy.
I've been talking for 15 minutes about this fucking movie. Holy shit.
My favorite part of your streams is when a piece of media dares to cross your mind and you have to pause the game.
I don't even know how this happened. I don't know what I did to put Doctor Strange in my head. Bitch! Minato! Shit! He wouldn't come to me. Oh, I gotta clean the litter boxes before I go to bed.
Is the village distracting you, or the children?
Or the children. And my favorite thing about like the lore implications of Obito pretending to be Madara for so long is that he had to literally like practice Madara's voice long enough to be able to convince the entire shinobi world that he was Madara. Imagine being that committed to perfecting your impression of somebody that you actually trick the planet into thinking that you're that person. Like, and it's funny because they were like, man, Madara would be old as shit by now if he's still alive, but I mean, he sounds just like him. It's gotta be him. He's got that sinister chakra. This one should go by pretty easily, I think. Ideally, that is. Well, things are already not quite going ideally, but that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, look at you looking mad goofy. Yo, I'm taking hella damage! Oh! I know how I got to Doctor Strange, because I was talking about internal logic and the water to wine shit. And you know what? You know another thing that's really funny about that whole thing, though? Is like, Strange's ex-girlfriend marries some guy named Charles at the beginning of the movie. And she talks to Steven about, like, why it could never work out between them. And she's like, well, you always have to be the one holding the knife. And then another guy that he used to work with at the hospital is like, perfect doctor and perfect superhero, but you didn't get the girl. And it's like... So, they're setting it up for this arc that Strange has to go through of, like, learning to surrender control of a situation. Like, admit that maybe somebody else is more qualified or somebody else is smarter than him. Which has never really been a thing that he has to deal with until this movie says that he does. I really do hate that when sequels are made by different directors and writers, and they didn't pay attention last time. And they try to inject a brand new character flaw into the character so that they can have an arc that is not appropriate whatsoever. Because Steven was completely on board with understanding his role, his limitations, and letting other people have the spotlight as recently as Avengers Endgame. He knew that Tony was the one who had to make the play to stop Thanos, and he absolutely stood by and let him do it. But now, suddenly, yeah, Strange has to be the guy that does everything. But that never even gets paid off, because what does he do? He volunteers himself to open the Darkhold because he thinks he's the only one that can get through it without getting corrupted, and he dreamwalks into a corpse version of himself on his native universe, and then he goes and he saves America Chavez's life. What has he learned? Not a damn thing. He hasn't learned about compassion or understanding one's limits or one's self-worth. He hasn't learned anything about like letting himself love people again by being around America for so long, because most of their bonding either did not happen or was cut out of the script or cut out of the final edit of the film. They only they spend the entire second act of the movie apart from each other, and then suddenly they're... You know how I feel about when stories do that. But he doesn't grow or learn or change as a character in the slightest, except for now he has a third eye. Which maybe he's stronger now. I don't know if he's actually any more powerful than he was last time. He only fought one... Whatever. They need to let me write the next one.
Doctor Strange, an all-business, noble warrior mage that protects the very fabric of the universe. And what does he do? The second Thanos dies, he rips it to shreds for Peter Parker.
Bro, because I was saying when the trailer for No Way Home came out that Strange is doing something incredibly stupid. And everybody's like, well, I mean, he's a very prideful guy. Of course he thinks he can do it without there being any mistakes. It's like, no! Since when do you think that? It's like, oh, you want to talk about being reckless? Isn't this the guy that was driving while texting? It's like, yes! And then he mangled his hands, lost his career, ran out of money, had to move to Nepal, and humble himself in order to start growing as a character. The person Strange was when he was texting and driving and the person he is now are two different people because he's grown up since then. He wouldn't make mistakes like that. But then people want to justify it with like, well, yeah, they're making mistakes, but I mean, the plot has to happen somehow. If the plot can be circumvented by the two characters who drive it forward, talking for 5 more seconds, you need to try a little harder. All Strange had to do to prevent everything that happens that's wrong in that movie from happening is say, hey, are you sure that you want everyone, including me, all the other superheroes, and the people who already know your secret from before, to forget? Because if there's anyone that you would like to still know, I can add that to the spell before we get started. And then boom, none of it happens. It's all perfect. And then they also add this nice little bit of lore to Doctor Strange 2. Apparently, every time you dream, you are having a first-person look into the life of one of your multiversal selves. And it's introduced as a hunch, but then it's immediately confirmed because America Chavez is like, well, I'm the only America Chavez in the multiverse because I've looked for another version of myself and I've never found one, and I don't dream. And that was good enough, I guess.
Yeah, I'm kind of one of the only. The only proof is that my life is terrible.
Yeah. Like, my entirely anecdotal evidence is just correct.
My source is I made it the fuck up!
Literally.
Scary.
He's literally doing a Kamehameha. I really like playing as Sasuke in this game. Actually a lot of fun. He has such a fun moveset. And also, like, I hate Sasuke as a character, but I mean, he's the drip god and his power set is so cool. Like, bro. He's definitely the author's favorite character. That's for damn sure. Like, if you were to, like, ask Kishimoto who his favorite character is, he absolutely would say Sasuke. Yeah, Tobirama's albino, isn't he? In my Tennessee.
Not bad.
Like, cutscenes like this just don't exist in that game, man. Here I come. Look out, Vader. I also like how they in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series they try to introduce like Obi-Wan calling Darth Vader Darth as like a quirk. Like when they fight in the last episode and Obi-Wan spares his life again. And he's like, well, my friend truly is dead. Goodbye, Darth. I'm like, you... Like, in episode 4, it's forgivable because it had not yet been decided that there were other Sith. And that Darth was a title rather than a name. But it's like, Obi-Wan, haven't you fought 3 Sith by now? You know they're not just called Darth. You know that's not Vader's name. What did you call him that? Maul, Tyrannus, and Vader. Which, I don't think they ever actually said that name in the movies. If they did, I missed it.
I think his secret went to the grave. Movies-wise, he might have got caught in Clone Wars.
No. Because like last year I rewatched the prequel trilogy and I don't recall hearing the name Tyrannus. Was it last year? I feel like it was at like the very beginning of this year.
I think.
I'm not even 100% sure.
Wars, but I feel like they said his name, but it was only Palpatine speaking to him.
Maybe. Because I'm like, do Dooku and Palpatine have any screen time together before episode 3? I need to watch episode 2 again because I don't remember shit that happened in this movie apparently. Oh, that was kind of hot. I didn't do that on purpose, but that was kind of hot. Thanks. Thanks, B. I really appreciate it. I like playing as Naruto as well. All the Ninetales abilities are really cool. What's up?
I almost said some dumb shit, but I remembered.
It'd be like that. He's not gonna hold back against a zombie, Ethan. I don't know that I'd call him a zombie. I mean, sure, he's a reanimated corpse, but like... But it's different by now. Because he's free of the Edo Tensei. He's just back right now. In theory. In theory.
You are just another Jinchuriki.
Death can earn me. Wait, death can have me. It earns me. There's a couple of them in that game. I mean, if we're talking like straight people that were on the Akatsuki, gay people too, like they were actually part of that team of 10, I think Obito was the strongest, but Pain was no slouch either, and neither was Itachi. There's a lot of theory out there, a lot of conjecture that 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 Itachi was stronger than Obito, and we know he was because Obito didn't move to attack the Leaf Village until after Itachi died, because he knew that he would take exception to that. And it's like, well, honestly, it just sounds like a good business move to not cause like internal tension in your team if you don't need to, because your goal becomes a lot harder to achieve if you have to trap one of your teammates in another dimension that they'll never be able to escape from. Because if we're being honest, Itachi had absolutely no hope of beating Obito, especially because he had ninja tuberculosis at the time.
Stop.
He had some sort of lung sickness. They never said exactly what it was, but it killed him.
Ninja tuberculosis.
Yeah. What's wrong with ninja tuberculosis?
Ninja tuberculosis. I got Ninjago.
I'm real sick, Obito. Ninjago.
Bro, fuck you. Fuck
What's
you
up?
and your app.
I'm sorry. Ninja, go! Ninja, come on, come on, come on, and do the weekend whip. Now we get to some of the least fun you'll have in this game. The kaiju battles. You just hold square. This right here, if you have the stream open at all, this is the 10 tails, and it's what happens if you combine the tailed beasts, the number 1 through 9, and I just can't help but feel like that math is a little inaccurate. Oh, you move so slow. It's fine. Where is Obito? What am I supposed to do about that? And I just feel like, for this being the 10 tails, like, because if we're being honest, the entire story of Naruto is about bringing this thing to life, because Madara needs it. For this to be what it looks like is mad disappointing. I'm sorry. What's poppin'?
The RE4 in VR, you know?
What about it?
It supposedly now includes the mercenaries, whatever that means.
Oh, cool. Why wasn't it already there? RE4 invented mercenaries. It's an 8.
Newly made, specific,
You gotta get a little closer, brother.
made for VR challenges. New challenges made specifically for VR that weren't originally a part of this.
I guess that's cool. I'll find out when my roommates get back from out of town. They took the Oculus with them, and I did not know that they were going to. Somebody on TikTok was being real stupid and trying to say that, like, because somebody made a joke about, like, because there's this kid that was wearing an Oculus, and he was playing, like, Creed, I guess, and he punched his sister in real life. And somebody joked, like, oh, he did that on purpose. He probably had pass-through vision on. And this dude was like, you can't see through the Oculus. You can't see your surroundings. I'm like, yeah, you can. You just kind of double tap it, and then you can see everything around you. Granted, it's in black and white, but you can see. And I was gonna go downstairs and prove it, but the Oculus was no longer here.
I vouch for it. I just put it on and used it. That's real.
It's like, it's not even a hard feature to discover. You might just do it accidentally a couple times. How do I dodge that shit? And now I gotta go. I gotta run for my life, bruh. This just goes on for so long. Ah, I got caught. This is not cute. I can't even hear the voice lines that are supposedly being said. Bro, what? It spawned in my taint. Bro. No way I lose this, right? I really appreciate the warning that he was about to fire a fucking unibeam out of his mouth. I guess it's a Bijudama, but whatever. I didn't know! What? Oh, it's A. You want some Bijudamas? I got you. You got the 8 and 9 tails piping your shit. Ew, the textures on my tails are weird.
Sorry, B. This is it for me.
Kakashi was there the whole time. That's actually hilarious.
Stop, Naruto. Shadow clones are useless now.
We're all just a bunch of headless chickens.
Shadow clones are useless to you, maybe. That's what you think. But it's alright, the entire Allied Shinobi forces are here.
Who's a chicken now, huh?
You tell him, Naruto.
Here is the Allied Shinobi Forces Jutsu. This jutsu is gonna smash you. The world isn't going to end here.
Orders to Allied Shinobi forces from HQ. This is where the battle really begins, everyone. Carry out the mission as planned and corner the Ten Tails.
Come on, everyone, let's go.
I just want to be past this for real. I want to play at least enough for Sasuke to show up to the battle. So that's, I think, like maybe 1 or 2 more missions.
Yes, now's the time for your...
Secret Factor. I got a B. There's a B. Also, my name's Michael with a B. Alright. Now, I get a little bit of a preview of what's coming next. Not that I really give a shit about all that. But Sasuke's here now. There's not really a yin and yang path anymore. Here we are. Which, honestly, there shouldn't have been a yin and yang path in the first place, because it literally can't last the whole way. Because then Naruto and Sasuke are standing right next to each other for pretty much the entire rest of the war, so... It was a neat idea, but it never had any longevity. Oh! Oh! Yeah. Why is it that if you want to be a sage, it has to be a slimy creature? You could be a toad sage, a snake sage, or a slug sage. I can't be like a deer sage or something? This shit is so loud. What's up?
I was gonna reference Pokemon, but you didn't play it.
Pokemon?
Yeah, the new one. Oh, I
Oh,
saw
Arceus.
that the two new ones that are coming out are also open world. So I
Yeah.
might play those.
I would recommend playing Violet instead of Scarlet. Because both of the legendaries are like motorcycle vehicles that you can ride. But for some reason, Scarlet doesn't use his wheels. He prefers to run. And he just looks really fucking stupid. Which way do I damn go? Shit. Maybe the camera shouldn't be turning me around if it doesn't want me to go that way.
What, like, fucking original dance, you walk in a room and immediately walk back out?
It'd be like that. Why does it give me 30 minutes to get through this? I could never see it taking that long. Even if I wanted to kill every single one of these Ten Tails beasts. For real, this conversation will not be possible until I get past this. It's so loud. Holy shit. I turned it down. I don't know why it's still crazy loud. It's like it's louder since I turned it down. It's really my first time taking any damage. Yeah. See, this is how I get turned around because the camera just changes. I love how my summon just kind of got taken off the screen because this guy showed up. And then I got hit, frame 1, because why wouldn't I have? Hey, you're the guy I'm here to fight. I'm only just not realizing that. Is this really, like, where we're at with this right now? Thanks, Katsuyu. Really appreciate you. It's alright though, Out is here. He'll do what Manda could never. Oh my god. It looks like my frames are dropping, but no, we're still at 60. It just looks like this. This just looks like ass. As if by design. You ain't got no arms, bitch! Oh my gosh. 57 frames. It's just bad. Holy shit. I don't think this game was meant to be on PC for real. Why does Gamakichi look like that? Oh my gosh, more of this shit. Who put the gates on him? Who the fuck put a scorpion on them? Oh, this shit. Man. This right here, Ethan, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but this here is gameplay. This is exactly what I wanted in my Naruto game that covers the ending of the war. Meanwhile, this never happened. Can I go faster if I use chakra? No, I can't. Why was that even in it? It lasted 29 seconds, just long enough to be annoying. I'm a toad riding a slug, riding a snake. I love anime. I'm dunking like I'm Kyrie fucking Irving. For context, if you ask me, Kyrie Irving is one of the greatest dunk artists ever in the NBA. He looks so goofy. I forgot which button was X. I hit X, but it was supposed to be square. Oh yeah, because if you combine a wind style jutsu with a fire style jutsu, you get a highly amplified fire style jutsu. It actually cannot be countered with water style. And this isn't just fire style. This is inferno style. Ain't no katon, this is entone. Entone plus futon. Isn't it funny that wind style is futon? Or are we flying? We can't do that. I can't do it yet, and Sasuke can't do it at all. Oh, it's so sweet. It's just like when we were kids fighting Haku and Zabuza. Shut the hell up, Sakura. Everything she does makes me want to hit somebody.
I think my controller's broken.
I've been there. I'm currently there, actually.
Fuck out and doesn't want to go forward.
I know I said I wanted to like play until Sasuke got there, but I think we can all agree that that mission is actually cock and balls. So we're gonna do a real Sasuke is here mission, and then we'll wrap up. What are we doing? Oh shit! This is one of the best fights in the entire show. I don't have any chakra.
You should be able to understand how wrong you are. You lose every single time. I can't believe you keep coming back. I guess that's the one area where you lose time. I always lose.
Oh. Can I do lightning cable? I can. I thought it would be poetic if I finished the fight with a lightning blade, because that's how the fight actually ends.
Obito.
I got an A. I love the way this game operates. Alright, so that mission had neither Naruto nor Sasuke in it, so I guess we have to do one more. This one's not good either, though. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and call it, and I'll play this, maybe, potentially, in theory, in my own time. But, we'll see. There's not really enough people here for me to try to raid somebody, so I'll catch y'all. Yeah. One of these days, I'm sure of it.